Hello, wonderful fourth grade writers. Today, our lesson is all about setting goals. Our essential question, our big question that we hope to answer at the end of this question is, what goals can you set for yourself to improve your informational report writing? So, when we think about authors are always working to improve their work. Even professional authors are looking for ways to become better writers. The best way that we can become a better writer is to ask for feedback. You can look at the feedback or suggestions from someone else and use their advice to improve your work. We can tie this into school because we actually have a core value that talks about using your feedback for academic growth. So that means you're taking advice from others, like from teachers or peers that are editing your writing piece, and using it to better your writing. So writers don't really get upset when people give them feedback. When people give you feedback, it doesn't mean that you're a bad writer. The feedback is really good. It's a great tool because it helps the writer become even better at writing because they can take all these suggestions to better their writing. So at the beginning of this school year, we worked on a report, not a report, but some narrative writing. So you guys had watched some video prompts and did different types of narrative writing, telling stories. And all of your writing pieces were scored with something called a rubric. So a rubric is a list of skills that would make your work exceptional. They're kind of like a guideline for you when you're working. I look at these skills that we put in the rubric and compare them with your writing. There are some skills that you are already doing well that we've seen, and there are some skills that are starting to develop this year but still need some practice. And there are skills that you may have not yet met. So we take everything on our rubric and we can score you that way. What we're going to do today is go over the rubric for informational writing. I'll read each skill to you and tell you a little bit about what each one of them means. You can look at your rubric and see if that is a skill that you need to practice. So I'm going to open the rubric right on my screen, and you can kind of think about the ones that you think you might need more practice with. And then after this video today, you're going to write 3 goals for yourself as a writer for the next unit when we are working on informational writing. So I'm going to open up over here go full screen. So, whoops. I have a reading mentor text that we've already read together next to our rubric, just so I can point out some things while I discuss them. So remember, it's very important when we're doing an informational writing piece to incorporate facts. So facts are pieces of information that we have researched. It's not things that we think or things that we just know. They're true facts based on information that we can support it with. So it can be supported by information from a website or supported information from a book. There are all different types of ways we can get facts for our writing piece. So our goal is to be mastered. So we're writing a report with plenty of facts about a topic. So I don't want my report to just have one fact in it. When we look at our chimichanga mentor text that we read a lot of the other day, there were a lot of facts in there that I learned about. A lead sentence. So when you see where it says lead on the side here, that is kind of something to hook the reader. I'm sure you heard of that word. how are you going to hook the reader into being interested in your writing piece? So write a lead that is interesting and grabs the readers. So when we look at our chimichanga report, it says, have you ever tried a chimichanga? That kind of gets the reader thinking about what the heck is a chimichanga, or thinking if they've tried one, what it was like. It really gets the reader interested in thinking about the topic that they're talking about. And then our next topic of the writing report rubric is paragraphs. So our text is divided into paragraphs to show the changes in subtopics. So you'll see we have a paragraph right here, we have a paragraph here, and these are all different sections. Remember, a paragraph is a group of sentences. So it also says that it's divided, or it's divided into paragraphs to show the changes in subtopics. So the bold part right here, that's the subtopic. So every time we have a new subtopic, there's our paragraph that goes with the subtopic. Citations. It says use 2 to 3 citations. That means I'm going to use sources like a website or a book, might be a magazine, it might be a person, I might go interview a person. But a citation is making sure that you give credit to the people who published the facts. So if you look here in our chimichanga, there is a citation when it says, in fact, according to Food and Wine magazine. So they are citing, their citation is the Food and Wine magazine. They're making sure to put that fact there, that resource there, to show where they got their fact from. Then we have transitions. Include sufficient transitions. So transitions are words like next, then, second. They're really important to help with the flow of your writing piece. I don't always just want to go and, then. I use a lot of transitions to keep my writing piece flowing, and so the reader can follow along. Word choice. Use vocabulary words and definitions that show the author is an expert on the topic. So you really want to show that you know a lot about your topic and are able to keep the reader engaged with descriptive words. And you'll notice in our mentor text about the chimichanga, she made sure to use the word chimichanga a lot to describe what it was. So we use different types of words to help explain things or to show details. So we really want the writer to be able to understand what's going on and being able to follow what you're saying. So you want to be professional and not too slack when giving information. You want to show that you're an expert. You don't want to make your reader think that you don't know a lot about your topic. So you want to be professional in your word choice so you can present yourself in a way that people are like, wow, they did a really good job on this. Next is text features. So our text features, we have different things. In third grade, you guys did a lot about understanding different types of text features. So you can use things such as headings, maps, drawings, graphs, captions. The text features help the reader learn more about the topic. So you'll see in our chimichanga, we have a header, which is called the chimichanga. Then we have our subtopic headings, our subheadings here. And then it also includes a picture. So even though it describes what the chimichanga is, that it's a large meat burrito with cheese and vegetables and it's deep fried, they actually show a picture so we can picture it too. Ending. Wrote an interesting ending. So let's look at our chimichanga. The next time you take a bite of a delicious deep fried burrito, remember that not all mistakes are bad. So that's kind of like a fun ending. It kind of makes the reader smile and um, relate to them, to their life with mistakes that sometimes turn into being something famous that everyone loves. Spelling. Spelling reflects editing and only has grade level appropriate errors. So it's really important. Remember, we're being professional experts on a topic. We want to make sure that we have capital letters where they're supposed to be, periods where they're supposed to be. That goes along with the next section. Punctuation. Use correct punctuation. So commas, periods, question marks, capital letters where they're supposed to be, and I'm spelling words the best I can. If I don't know how to spell a word, good thing Google Docs allows us to have spell checks so we can see if it's underlined in red or underlined in blue. There's something wrong there, so I can just click on it and fix it. I even have, or you guys even have, dictionary right on your laptop. So if you're trying to spell something, or even Siri is built in right on your laptop, you can ask her how to spell some words. So we're staying focused on being professional. And what also goes along with spelling is the text abbreviations. So I don't want to say things like LOL, or when I talk about saying like you, I spell YOU and not just put the letter U. So we have to be very professional when we're writing informational reports, and actually with all writing pieces, those are some things that we should keep in mind. So that is our lesson today. I hope that you guys got a lot of information about um, what we'd be scoring you on when we write an informational report. And your job now is to go into your assignment, and I will have you choose 3 things from the side here: facts, lead, paragraphs, cautions, citations, transitions, word choice, text features, ending, spelling, punctuation. You choose 3 of those options that you really want to set as a goal for this unit to get better at. Do you want to be really good at writing paragraphs? Do you want to be really good at making sure that your words are spelled correctly, or adding transitions, writing a lead sentence? Whatever you reflect on in your writing, what do you think is important to you to set as a goal? I'm excited to read your goals and learn more about you. Thanks for watching.